Hello students, how are you today? Today we have to answer and discuss exercise number 3 in your students book, page 39. Okay, you have to notice that the most of the exercises here discussing the if clause first conditional sentences. Okay, so you have to notice and remember the rule of the if clause sentence. Exercise number 3 here, follow me please on your book and write each notes. These notes are very important to know. Complete the statements and the questions using the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Notice here, when they asked you to complete the statements, they want to tell you statements about normal sentences. Statements, normal sentences. يعني جمل عادية. Maybe negative, maybe affirmative sentences. When they asked you to complete the questions, they asked you to complete the interrogative sentences, يعني جمل استفهامية, يعني questions, using the correct form of the verbs in brackets. For example, follow me here. In this exercise, I will remember you again. I remind you again of the rule of if clause sentence. For example here, this example is for sentence 1. So follow me. I will read number 1 and explain it for you. What here, if you notice here, you have to read it with what? It's WH question word, يعني كلمة سؤال. WH question word. And you have to notice we have here a question mark. From these things here, what and this question mark, you have to notice we are talking about the questions. So the order of the sentence is different from statements. ترتيب الجملة رح يكون مختلف فيما إذا كانت statements جملة عادية أو حالة عادية من الجمل. What, between the brackets you have you, the subject, and the verb do. If, here, if followed with the subject and the verb rain. Tomorrow. Okay, so what do you notice? You have to notice that the first part is the main clause, and after if is the if clause. So remember, after if you have to use simple present verb, and in the main clause you have to write a modal plus infinitive. But what's the order? Okay, so احنا طبعا هذا الحكي شرحناه لما شرحنا بالتفصيل في بنهاية كتاب الاكتيفيتي، لما شرحنا بالتفصيل عن قاعدة أو نهاية كتاب الستودنت قاعدة الاف كلوز إذا كانت بجمل استفهامية interrogative sentences or questions. So write what, after what you have to write will because it's a main clause, modal plus what here, will plus subject, will, you, sorry. So what will you, and after will, infinitive verb do. If, the if clause sentence, it's, here the subject. And what about the simple present verb? Simple present, you have to know the rule of simple present of the subject. It's, he, she, you have to add s to the verb. So verb plus s. What's the subject here? It's. So you have to write rain plus s to say rains tomorrow. So what will you do if it rains tomorrow? Okay. Now move to the next sentence. The first step راح أحكي لك يا تاسع، أول خطوة علشان أنت تعرف الترتيب الصحيح للجمل، تميز إذا كانت هي statements جملة عادية أو question. كيف؟ If you see here WH question word or if you see a question mark at the end. Notice here number 2. If you want to learn Chinese, you have to study hard, full stop. It's a statement, normal statements and affirmative statements, جملة مثبتة. Okay, so beginning with F, so it's if clause. What about the verb? The verb has to be in simple present. So where is the subject? You. طبعا احنا بنعرف قاعدة simple present. I, we, you, they, the verb without s or es. So still want without adding anything. So if you want بتضلها want ما منضيف لها s لأنه subject you. If you want to learn Chinese, comma. طبعا ليش الكوما؟ because began with the if clause sentence. It's very essential thing. كتير مهمة. So here the main clause you plus will حكينا model plus infinitive verb. You will have to study hard. You will have to study hard. Okay. في حال كان المطلوب طب هون احنا مش كتير يعني واضحة بالنسبة لك. افرض انه كان ما في داعي للويل واحنا مثل ما حكينا في جملة قبل كانت انه شرحناها تستخدم الهاف تو بعديها infinitive verb. ممكن تحكي لي you have to study hard في حال اذا كانت التو داخل القوس. تمام. في حال اذا كانت التو داخل القوس بس انا ما بوضح لك اياها يعني ما بعطيك خيار مبهم لأنه هون مثل ما احنا شرحنا إذا بتتذكر حكينا استخدمنا هون instead of the model بدل الموديل have to. في حال إذا كانت داخل القوس ممكن نستخدمها يعني في عنا خيار you will have to study hard okay or you have to study hard. طبعا الخيار الأقوى اللي أنا برجحه okay إنها لازم تكون التو داخل القوس وتحت تحكي لي you have to study hard. If you want to learn Chinese, you have to study hard. Okay, no any change. Number 3. You help me with my French homework. If I help you with the dishes. Here notice we have a question mark. So it's an interrogative sentence. يعني جملة استفهامية. It's a question. ما في عنا WH question word. إذا شو نوع السؤال رح يكون yes no question. إيش نوع yes no question لأنه ما في عنا WH question word. لأنه إحنا بنعرف the types of the question we have WH question word if it begins with WH مثل what where who when. okay if we don't have so it's a yes no question. إجابته بتكون yes or no. لاحظ هون في عنا إذا بما إنه بلشنا ال F at the middle of the sentence so you have to begin with the model in the main clause. You have to begin with will capital letter capital W. okay will plus you اللي هي subject plus infinitive verb بتضلها infinitive verb. شو بتضلها infinitive verb. Will you help me with my French homework if طبعا ما في كوما. لاحظ أنا عم بعيد كل معلومة بكل جملة. المعلومة بعيدها بكل جملة علشان تتثبت مثل ما احنا بنعرف لازم نرسخ المعلومة بمخنا. okay with my French homework if بلشناها بسمول letter. okay subject if I طبعا احنا حكينا الفعل بعد الاف ايش بيكون simple present وعنا subject I so help without s or es. if I help you with the dishes. here question mark. Will you help me with my French homework if I help you with the dishes. Number 4 now. My sister not go. أول ما تشوف النot إذا شو عنا الجملة رح تكون negative sentence. to the theater with us if. لاحظ إذا بدك تعرف لما تشوف ال if at the middle of the sentence في متوسط الجملة بدك تميز إنه at the beginning it's a main clause. so if she كمان عنا not negative sentence finish her English homework. رح أذكرك في حال إذا كانت الجملة negative sentence كيف ممكن تستخدم المودل plus not ورح تكون إيش أكيد اللي هي my sister will not اللي هي won't plus infinitive go. so you may write my sister will not go or my sister won't go. طبعا هاي إيش بتكون اسمها main clause. to the theater with us if she. في عنا هلا not finish بدنا نحولها لجملة negative simple present. وكيف إحنا بنعمل الجملة في حالة simple present كيف بننفيها؟ أكيد بنطلع على subject. if the subject he she it لازم نعمل doesn't plus infinitive. ما تروح تحكي لي مس ما هي في شي هون لازم نزيد AS، لا، لأنه في عنا إحنا not. وأكيد لازم إحنا نعمل النيجاتيف. كيف يعني النيجاتيف؟ رح يكون بحالة السمبل present adding doesn't or don't. وكيف بنقرر؟ حسب السبجكت. if the subject he she it you have to say doesn't plus infinitive. if the subject I we you they you have to write don't plus infinitive. So if she doesn't finish her English homework. Number 5. Dad, tell us where to find this information if we phone him. It's a statement, normal statements. بما إنك أنت بذكائك وبملاحظتك الدقيقة you have to notice where is the if clause at the middle of the sentence. If we phone, so it's a main clause here. بداية الجملة إيش صارت؟ main clause. من إيش بتكون المين clause؟ subject plus will model plus infinitive. So that will tell, will plus infinitive tell us where to find this information if we. طبعا إيش لازم to be followed with in simple present verb. شو هي simple present verb هاي الحال؟ بنطلع على السبجكت. subject we. وتذكيرا بقاعدة الsimple present I, we, you, they, the verb without s or es still phone. ضلوا phone بدون ما نضيف له أي شيء. if we phone him. Number 6. if you hurry up كوما، لاحظ بلشوا لك بالإف كلوز. إذن هون لازم يكون simple present verb. بما إنه simple present كيف من adding s or es or without حسب السبجكت. the subject you without s or es still hurry بدون أي إضافة without any addition. so if you hurry up comma you plus infinitive plus model plus infinitive you will get okay to the post office before they close full stop. This is all about this exercise. برد بعيد لك هذا الإكسرسايز عم بيركز لك على تكوين first conditional if it's statements affirmative إذا كانت في حالة الإثبات, if it's negative كانت في حالة النفي, or if it's interrogative في حالة questions سؤال. تمام. You have to study this grammar carefully and you have to practice answering. Please write these answers on your book and notebook. Goodbye now.